Welcome to the Catholic Table Talk podcast. This is where everything Catholic is on the table. New episodes Thursdays at 9 a.m. Eastern on most podcast platforms. Here's your host, William Sauber.
And welcome back to the show, everyone. Thank you again for joining us here at Catholic Table Talk podcast. Another great episode flying solo again this week, and we're going to talk about kind of the biggest movie to hit the theaters this summer in the year of our Lord 2025. And it's kind of a thing off it's what do you call it? It's a continuous kind of thing from the Marvels. I myself, just a fair warning before we get started, have not seen this movie in person yet, or I don't think I ever will. Um, or I'm not really necessarily a big Marvels ghoul, like I know a lot of people are. So, me personally, maybe not the best, but I did some research on this, and it looked a little different. Um, just uh, just the trailers of it that I have seen in theaters, and with some digging and. I basically ran across an article about kind of what it's about and kind of how it doesn't really align with the Catholic teachings, which, again, it's not a big surprise. That and much more. But again, if you're new to the show, welcome. Please like, comment, subscribe to the show topic, speak requests, email us at catholictt@gmail.com. Also, find us online pretty much on any podcast platform. Also, our website, catholictabletalk.com, is basically a flagship now that we kind of go through. Again, it's catholictabletalk.com. And today's sponsor is Dr. George Saguma. Of course, again, great thank you to Dr. George for sponsoring the episode, man. It's a privilege to just announce his work on the air almost every week. Again, sponsorship, donations, let us know. And yeah, listen, come on the show if you're willing to talk about your faith journey, or if you're an author, we'd love to have you on. Again, drgeorge.com for more on Dr. George. I can say that. So, also a big shout out to Guadalupe Cafe on Wall Street, partner, and find all of our partners on the partners page at catholictabletalk.com/partners. Yeah, if I can say things right, we'll get rolling. So again, the Fantastic Four, the four steps, right? Uh, again, haven't seen the movie. Not a big Marvels guy. I mean, the more you watch it, the more you like it, right? So the more I watch like a Marvels movie, like Guardians of the Galaxy or the Marvels, Xfinity War or Endgame or Thor, I tend to really like him. I'm not a big Spider-Man or America. Captain Marvel is okay. Black Panther, not my favorite. You know, but again, Fantastic Four, which is kind of different when I saw it in the theater. And like I said, I kind of ran across this article online doing some research, and this is from local. If you're from the Minnesota area, this is from basically the Diocese of St. Cloud newsletter, and basically I saw it twice. It's in the Catholic Spirit and the Catholic Diocese of St. Cloud newsletter. So, and there's not really much praise for it. A couple short articles, and this is from actually Sunday Visitor. The article is actually from that actually say college newsletter that got in. Um, from John Morgan, set in as an alternate version of the mid 1960s director Marvel Comics adoption. The Fantastic Four steps can fairly be called the TWA hotel of superhero movies. But there is a good deal more than mere going on in this complex. Layered production with objection elements kept at a minimum. Moreover, this film is suitable for a broad audience. 4 years before the main action kicks off, a a quartet of astronauts, husband and wife Rachel Weisz, and they give the actors' names, and Sue Storm and her brother Johnny, and Weed's best friend Ben undertook a much celebrated journey into space. This is what the movie is about. While there, they accidentally acquire a variety of superpowers. Since then, as the exposition shows, they've been using their new abilities to advance technology and promote peace. And they have thus on the collective horrific of the title. Excuse me. But a new challenge confronts the team when a mysterious figure, a silver woman, on a floating surfboard hovers over in the sky over Times Square and announces some very bad news. Identifying herself as a herald of an alien being called Gladius, she proclaims that he has marked the Earth for destruction. Kind of like the little alien guy on Looney Tunes. He's gonna blow up the Earth. Or Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny have to kind of save the day because he's gonna blow up the Earth. He's a Mars, the Mars guy. Nothing will dissuade or stop him. The population of the planet should simply prepare for death and make the best of the time they have left. Well then, of course, won't do. So Weed heads back into to investigate. Sharkman successfully evokes the Apollo Air Fantastical with NASA's rapid achievements, and with Weed and Sue expecting their first child with the Silver Surfer puts in her first appearance. Family idolatry is front and center in this story of the movie, as penned by Josh Finnegan and Eric Wingman and Eric Porson and others. In fact, one of the plot's central conflicts involves weighing personal welfare against the public good. Although Weed flirts with kind of ethics in the face of this dilemma and briefly entertains the possibility of achieving a positive goal by immoral means, he soon snaps out of it. As for Sue, she remains absolutely right-minded throughout. Although impressive special effects are not wanting, there's an understand tone to the proceedings that heightens viewer interest. The result is an unusually substantial movie, a signal example of what can be done with the general with a primary emphasis on a place on the human rather than matter. This film contains stylized violence, a couple of instances of each of profanity and mild swearing, and at least one cruel term. And the Our Sunday Visitor has has classified as an A2, which is adults and adolescents. The Motion Picture Association rating is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be appropriate for children under 13. So that is one article. So you might be thinking, okay, that wasn't much. You know, we'll have an article, but also, I mean, basically, it's PG-13. PG-13, I don't know. I mean, it's not like a family rated movie, but to me, this is probably what your children are seeing under 14, right? It's probably a 10-year-old who's probably maybe into Marvels, and this is kind of next thing. I don't know. I think the target audience is more, toys. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just think I mean, they're going to have kids in there under 12, right? And this is not a strongly caution, but again, this is kind of still Hollywood, and Hollywood's still not the best in terms of the Catholic values, the freedom of kind of religion. It's just Hollywood's really messed up. So, you know, it might not really seem bad, but again, you're watching the movie and you're probably thinking your good conscience is probably telling you, okay, this is a little different, right? So you're kind of going on again. If they should kind of have a welfare of just the family or the public good, and there's a lot of stuff happening. So again, I don't know. To me, personal opinion, I just kind of took it as yeah, a little different kind of movie. So I mean, I guess so. I mean, for the conclusion of this article, I mean, again, I want to read that again. Although impressive special effects are not wanting, there's an understated tone to the proceedings that heightens reader interest. The result is an unusually substantial movie, a single example of what can be done with a what do you call it, jarring, with when the primary emphasis is placed on the human rather than the matter. Again, you might, I don't, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say it's a horrific movie, but again, it's something that maybe you and maybe a 10-year-old you might be watching off to see, and no, I would say no. Just again, so if there's a little glitch there, I don't know. But so like I was saying, so basically, there's not a lot of Catholic stuff on it. Now it's not up on high more where there's like pornographic images and content. There's not, other stuff that is like basically it's just saying if you watch it, right? But again, I just feel like it's not really that Catholic family vibe that you should go see. Um, yeah, my opinion, and as I said, there's just not lots of Catholic stuff on it. But yeah, I'm not a big Marvel guy. So that's my take. It's my show. That's just my take on the movie and with an article. So if you have seen the movie, if you're going to see it, drop in the comments. We'll see how it is. But again, basically it goes back to Hollywood and it goes back to just trying to keep it Marvel stuff going. And Hollywood's just not a great place for very like good-minded people, or I should say, in the good Christian values, as well as, I mean, just having my brother go and seeing all these new Marvel movies, and he's like, it's just they're not as good. They're more woke, right? They're more, listen, I guess, kind of what most Christians believe in, and they're really pushing that. So, again, let me know what you think if you go see it. If not, that's okay. It's pretty good to kind of start, boycott Hollywood. So, all right. God bless. God willing. See you again next week. Let me know in the comments what you think of the show and what you think of the movie. Again, my opinion. If you can't have your 10-year-old kid go see it and it's supposed to be a family movie, it's probably not the best movie. So, until next time, God bless you and your family.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Catholic Table Talk podcast, where everything Catholic is on the table. Don't forget to subscribe to Catholic Table Talk on your favorite podcast platform to get new episodes delivered directly to you every Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern.